As a social security beneficiary, too much money is being spent and very less is getting into your pocket. Well, how much exactly? Today I have some mind-boggling numbers, mind-boggling news that will directly impact millions of beneficiaries receiving social security benefits, including retirement, disability, SSDI, survivors, SSI beneficiaries, and numbers are kind of a mind-boggling. I've got all the details right in this video, so let's jump right into all the details. Alright guys, first up, if you haven't yet subscribed, make sure to subscribe, turn on all the bell notifications so stay up to date on latest update, hit that like button, and without further ado, let's jump right into all the details. Alright guys, now let's talk about this shocking report, the exact numbers. The shocking report is revealing some interesting numbers regarding how much benefits you are earning and how much money you are losing as your monthly expenses, let's say. So the report goes into the depth explaining the exact figures where 78% is your income and 141% is your expenses. Shocking, isn't it? You're probably wondering what these numbers exactly means. Let's check it out all the details. Now before we proceed to the further details, I'd like to ask you a very important question. Please do let me know your answer. Is your social security monthly benefits, can you able to keep up with your current benefits, your social security monthly benefits? Is the cost of living adjustment real with the past decade? Well, do let me know your answer, but I can definitely hear your answer guys. Absolutely not. The real cost of living adjustment number is right over here and what we are getting is right over here. So you see the point? Clearly there is a huge discrepancy between what we are getting and what is our expenses. Think about last year 2022. Inflation was through the roof and the prices actually skyrocketed. We are talking about all those essential items and other food, gas, groceries, and did the 5.9% cost of living adjustment kept up with the rising high inflation? Not a chance. It didn't stand with the rising high inflation that time. And what about the year 2023? Well, 8.7% cola clearly fell short once again. So here is the thing guys, the shocking reality is that cola never keeps pace with the real life expenses. And honestly, this is the significant problem that needs to be solved. Alright, now let's go into the depth and let's check it out what report finds interesting. From the year 2000 to year 2022, so that's the last 22 years, all the social security benefits such as social security SSDI, retirement, survivors, SSI benefits, well, those benefits have been increased by about 78%. At a first glance, it might sound pretty impressive. At least 78% increase, that's a great one. But brace yourself because the shocking truth of the reality is that the prices of the essential goods and services such as food, utilities, rent, groceries, transportation, healthcare, those rose up by a staggering 141%. Shocking, isn't it? I mean, during the same exact period of 22 years, can you believe that? Like 78% increase in your benefits and 141% expenses increases. You do the math. There is a jaw-dropping 63% difference between the benefit increase and the cost surge. So simply you see the discrepancy guys. Benefits have increased by 78%, but the cost of living adjustment should have gone up by 141%, but what we are getting is actually 63% short what we should be getting in order to just maintain our purchasing power compared to last 22 years. This means that people are constantly finding themselves increasingly challenging to cover even their basic needs and maintain a decent standard of living. And honestly, like probably 90 or more percent of the people can agree with this one. Therefore, it's kind of a frustrating to see social security benefits because you know what, these benefits are kind of a losing their point because they are supposed to replace a significant portion of the earned income and adjust for the cost of living adjustment. However guys, the current system fails to do so effectively. The colas are not keeping pace with the inflation and the disparity is unacceptable as it requires immediate attention. Otherwise, beneficiaries will keep falling into the poverty. Now, it's not you and me who make the changes. Some lawmakers propose changing the way how COLA is calculated. So shifting their COLA adjustment mechanism. So instead of utilizing utilizing CPIW, which is designed for urban wage earners and clerical workers, which is inaccurate way to represent the COLA because most of the beneficiaries right over here in Social Security, those are the elderly individuals. Therefore, they have decided to utilize the CPIE, which is a theoretical number at this point, which is the consumer price index for elderly. And this number could better reflect the actual expenses of the fixed income individuals age 62 and older. While this solution still might not be able to close the gap, but it will certainly help reduce the discrepancy that we are seeing right over here. And honestly, truth of the matter is the problem could have been solved if necessary measures would have been taken back in the year 2000. But here we are once again in the year 2023, once again dealing with the same exact problems. Our benefits are not keeping pace with the inflation, and there is a massive shortfall that is challenging to catch up once again. Now that brings us to the most important question: is Congress doing anything at all? Why hasn't anything been done yet? Well, that's a really important question we want to answer. And definitely, it's the time for the policymakers to step in and make significant amount of changes, ensuring social security benefits are truly supporting those people who need it the most. Now, you see, originally when SSI in the year 1970s, when SSI was originally formed, SSI was solely designed so that beneficiaries will be lifted out of their poverty. But here in the year 2023, and you see the point, guys, in the year 2023 the standard benefits for SSI individuals is $914, and if you compare those benefits with the federal poverty level of $1,215, well, you clearly see the point. Those SSI beneficiaries not even getting the federal poverty level standard SSI benefits. So you see the point, and that really brings us to the most important question: is SSI is a poverty program or an anti-poverty program? Now here is the harsh reality of the social security benefits. Now, do lawmakers don't know this problem? Well, definitely not. They do know this problem. They do acknowledge this problem. Why they are not taking the action? Whether it's elections, whether it's their own agenda, whether it's their own opinions, what's the problem? Why they are not taking the action? Certainly, we see a lot of those promises being made. Just we are at the brink of the election. So you see the point, guys. So elections could be the catalyst for something to happen right here into the social security. Now, I'm not taking any political sides, I'm not trying to take down any particular political party. But here is the thing, guys. Generally, that is the case. Whether it's any of the party, any of the lawmakers, politicians, they would like to make the promises just before the election because that will catch most people attention. Getting something done for the social security just before the election might seems like those politicians are doing great. They are thinking about the beneficiaries, and that could be the catalyst, I think. I know this could be a sensitive topic, but honestly, I know this could be a sensitive topic, but regardless, we need to address this problem honestly with the dignity and with the most one-pointed attention. We need to reform the social security system. We need to get a comprehensive solution rather than a one-time quick fix. Years of adjustment to the COLA is not keeping pace with the inflation, as the report is showing. System is clearly falling short of the beneficiaries providing the much needed benefit that they are entitled for, and this simple little change could have been met if they have implemented the CPIE figure back in the year 2000. So why they are not doing this? Honestly, I don't see any sort of a reason why this simple little change is not implemented. One thing I can see for sure is the funding shortfall into the Social Security Trust Fund. I see already the beneficiaries are more. Already there is a huge discrepancy between those people who are getting paid through the Social Security and those people who are paying into the payroll taxes. So that's why there is a funding shortfall. And on top of that, if you change the way how COLA will be calculated with the CPIE, that might probably run out the Social Security Trust Fund even faster. So that could be the point. So that could be the problem. That's why those changes might not have been implemented. But this is not about Social Security Trust Fund failing early, but more it's about Social Security beneficiaries. Are they receiving the much needed benefits? Are they receiving the much needed financial benefits that they are entitled to? This should be the focus of the discussion, political debates, rather than just talking about the social security trust fund running out of the money. Now you might be wondering, will there be any changes by now in the future? Well, government steps in to bridge the gap between the benefits and the cost of living adjustment, but the truth is that, well, a massive increase in the benefits anytime soon, well, we couldn't expect a massive increase, but there may be some minor adjustment that we can expect. It's really doubtful that we'll be going to get enough to fully compensate for the discrepancy over the last 2 decades. Nonetheless, I found this information helpful, valuable. Hope you found it as well. Make sure to hit that like. Once I get any latest details regarding social security benefit increase, I'll keep you up to date. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe to our channel for more of such latest updates. And this is Kedar from How to Guys. See you in the next video.